It's been my life, I mean, burglaries, robberies, and I mean, I was put away when I was 10 years of age in East End, like for breaking and entering places. I mean,
how are you treated in prison compared to how you're treated in an old people's home?
we treated worse in homes.
Really?
Yes, yes. I'll tell you what. I'm an hard man. I'll fight anybody. I don't care there. Right? You bring them in here, I'll fight them. You want to cut me? Cut me. And bullets down toward no bricks, haven't you? I'd do it. But I cried. When I see people the way they treat old people, old girls sitting there crying and shit themselves and piss themselves, and they fell on the floor and couldn't get up, and they're going, nurse, can you help me? Can you help me? Yeah, all night and all day. Can I have your pills? Right? And that hurt me. And I took some stick in my life. I took some stick. I've had some fucking walloping to it. I've not won every fight. I'll tell you, that made me cry while seeing it. Treating old people like that, you don't treat old people like that. Give them a bit of decency, give them a bit of respect, do you know what I mean, like old people.
Former care home worker Eileen Chubb to close bad care homes after seeing how friends have suffered. If she couldn't infiltrate a care home, nobody could. She'd even constructed her character's backstory.
And you're my nephew.
Okay, so
I'm auntie.
You belong to the Ramblers, which you miss very much.
Exactly.
Do you?
Yeah.
This was a role which called for some specialist filming equipment. Gillian would have a secret camera in her handbag and a lens fitted into her wheelchair. I seemed to get the short straw, the camera hidden in sunglasses. I look like I'm nearly tall. I was taking Gillian to look round Victoria. It's a private home which costs around £400 a week per resident. The home's had damning inspection reports by the government's inspectors for the last 2 years. Surely they must have got their house in order by now. It was the owner Ray who welcomed us. Not the best first impression. You alright, Auntie?
Oh! I'm sorry, no. You alright? Okay, it's alright.
Ray took us for a tour. Firstly, that typical communal room. The bedroom was small and Spartan. In the back room, a strong smell of urine, and patients with dementia left to cope without any visible support from carers. All this from just a quick look round. We had to find a way to come back for longer. Gillian was plotting the next act.
Elderly people, and we will have very many more in the future. We'll have 6 million people over 80 by 2050. So we have to make sure, as you know, Winnie, they have the right choices, that they make the right decisions because they have the right information.
What can the government do to try and make life in care homes more stimulating and a sense of real kind of dignity for people who are in there?
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things we have to do as a government, and certainly our strategy for ageing and housing, which is what I'm working on now, is to make sure that we know how diverse and interesting people are and the things they want, no matter what their age. And so we're, of course, raising the standards of care homes, raising the quality of the people working in care homes. We have the Commission on Social Care Inspection, which is very robust, which is there to protect people like Winnie and everyone like her, to make sure that those homes are of the highest standard.
Oh, excuse me.
With my auntie to have a look round. I was phoning Victoria Court, the home we'd secretly filmed in. We were trying to get Gillian, my fictional auntie, back into the home. Her cover story was that she wanted to stay for 24 hours to see if she liked the home enough to move there. We walked straight into a shocking scene. Former advertising executive Bertha was lying on the floor.
What happened to her? Hello? Yes. Are you alright? You know this Betty and Mimi. Betty and Mimi were always on the floor these days. Betha. What happened, Anne? Anne?
Do you not need an ambulance or
No, she always lie down. She'll be alright. It's not first time.
Are you nurses?
We're just carers, senior carers.
Should someone with dementia not have a nurse?
We do have nurses as well. Yeah, it's just that today it's weekends.
So what happened to her?
She fell off.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I don't feel like I feel cheated and I feel damn ruined in my mind.
Are you in pain at the moment? Did you bang your...
5 damning inspection reports in the last 2 years by Seasky, the government's care home inspection body in England, had repeatedly criticised the home for staff shortages and inadequate training. This seemed evident as we saw the busy carers lifting Bertha, even though nobody had properly checked her physical condition.
Is this lady? Is she okay?
No, she's fine, don't worry about her.
I think perhaps the inspectors, who actually keep saying that things should be done about their home, ought to come in and stay for a while. They'd soon close it.
The next morning in the television room, Bertha was downstairs. But Gillian was also concerned about the well-being of another resident, former college lecturer, Mimi.
Mimi walks about and there's no one to help her. She could fall at any time. There's never anyone here to see to her. It is extraordinary. They just left. I'm going to keep my eye on her.
Excuse me, Mimi's fallen. Mimi is
falling.
Injuries from falls are a leading cause of death in the over 75s, which is why homes are meant to note every fall and monitor the vulnerable. In the previous 4 months, the care home had only recorded 2 accidents, but we witnessed 4 in 24 hours.
poor Mimi.
More than 2 years ago, Seasky had said this home failed to meet the national minimum standards for plans which are meant to prevent falls.
Are you all right, Mimi?
Thank you.
Are you all right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, darling. Oh.
Thank you, my darling. This is reality. This is reality. Yes.
The bruising on Mimi's face had been there since we arrived.
Are you okay, sweetheart?
3 months ago, I started making a film about old people.